Yeah, so I started back in 2009 working and, when the Great Recession hit and working for one of the larger municipal bond banks here in Arkansas. So working as an analyst, trying to figure out, how everything worked behind the scenes instead of starting out, as an advisor. I want to have a good foundation, understand how the products were being created and sold in institutions and whatnot. So I got a good background of learning how things worked from that world, and not to mention the world was in full crisis mode and everything like that. But it's all institutionalized. I wasn't dealing with people. I was to be a just plain out cube monkey and working myself to death, and the stresses of putting together large deals. So it was a completely different world, but I always wanted to get to the advisor role. So one reason is being 22, the world's come to an end. Not the best time to start out as an advisor, asking people to handle their life savings whenever the market's selling off and everything like that. And already fight the baby face whenever I'm, at age 39 as it is now. So I can only imagine what I look like at age 22. And I needed to get some experience before going into that world. And then I spent 5 years doing that, and then went to go work for a commercial bank, working handling their bond portfolio, and then also running their wealth management department. And great experience there, kind of getting the best of both worlds, still working on the institutional side, but also working on the retail side. And from there it was I really enjoyed more working on the retail side. And I was working with a broker dealer at the time, and it was great, had great support, but at the end of the day, I was still kind of handcuffed at that broker dealer role. It was a sales role, not being able to have the flexibility to kind of do what I wanted to do. And that's kind of how I transitioned. I worked for another one of Arkansas's, it was actually the first RA, registered investment advisor. So leaving that broker dealer world, giving up my Series 7 and 63 and 66, and going to that IRA world to be able to work with retail clients and high net worth individuals, and being able to learn during that process. So I was there for 2 years and really just fell in love with that side of it. I got my CFP before I made that move, to make that commitment to really have a good foundation of being able to help people, other than just being sticking them in a cookie cutter model, and calling myself an advisor. That's the old school method way of doing things.